Now, why has it taken me this long to finally try a braid and curl? And for the results to be this bomb, you already know it's going to be a repeat styling for the summer, just in time for that warm weather to come through. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I achieve this look. Let's get into it. Jumping straight into it, the supplies are going to be some gloves, the Texture ID coils, twist butter, and their thermal styling foam. So my hair has been freshly washed and towel dried, and I am going to section it into 2 sections going straight down the middle. Right here, I'm just looking for some heat damage that I may have missed on the last trim that I did. I've been a straight natural for the past 6 to 7 months, so I was expecting to see, especially around my edges, to see some heat damage, and I'm going to make sure I trim those off later. But sectioning my hair off into those 2 sections, I like to always work in the back and then work my way forward. It just helps with keeping the hair out of the way and keeping me nice and organized. And I'm going in with that twist butter first, and I'm going to saturate that entire section. It is a very heavy and thick cream. I apply the cream first before I go in and detangle with my paddle brush. I usually use a detangler brush, but I misplaced it. Then I'm going to start 3-strand braiding down, and as I'm 3-strand braiding, I add in that thermal foam. Love this foam to death. I've been using the Texture ID thermal styling foam for like the past 6 years. It is literally my favorite foam. It is so thick. It's not super watery, so a little bit goes a long way. I feel like for my texture, I don't have to be as heavy-handed with products like I used to before. Since I do dye my hair and it is chemically processed, it does change the texture. So my biggest challenges when it comes to styling my natural hair is what products are still going to give me the same results as the results I've looked for before I started dyeing my hair. And I haven't really been playing around with my natural hair since I've dyed it. I've literally just been blowing it out. It wasn't straight, it was in braids. So now that we have warmer weather coming up, I want to kind of bring out the natural curls again. I kind of want to do more braid outs and twist out, and figuring out which method and which product is going to be my biggest challenge. So while I'm doing all my yapping, as you can see, I showed you 3 times how I braid and curl. I leave about 2 to 3 inches of hair at the bottom to wrap that around my perm rod, and I wanted small curls at the end, so I'm using the white rod. Unfortunately, I don't know the diameter or the size. I just picked these up from my local Sally Beauty. So before I even started to film the end results for this, I had to take one out just to make sure it was completely dry. Before I went in and started unraveling stuff, I would have been mad. I pray this turns out good. Okay, natural hair guys, I need y'all on my side. I'm using the Donna's Recipe Strengthening Oil. This is a very strong herbal oil. So if you are not keen to medicinal oil smelling products, this is not the product for you. But I'm over here saying a small prayer to make sure that this braid out turns good, because I did not know what I was expecting. And that first braid was not giving it. I was definitely looking a little distraught, because I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what? Let's finish. Let's finish before I start judging it. But that first braid did not give me any confidence at all. But my hair was dry, so that was on the plus side. When it comes to braid outs and twist outs, you got to make sure that hair is dry for you to get the results and the look that you desire. I did a total of 10 braids. I think if I try this again, I will try 12, 3 in the back and 3 in the front. I feel like that one sitting on top of my head was just a little too big, and I didn't get as crinkly as, you know, that little curl as much as I would have liked for that front section of my hair. And now comes separating the curls. Now, when it comes to separating, I try to allow the hair to show me where it wants to be separated rather than forcing it. I feel like when I force it, it causes a little bit too much frizz, and it just looks like ununiform, just a bunch of hair sitting on top of my head. And I want to kind of keep that nice coil at the end that we did with the perm rods. So I feel like I had to separate it where it wanted it to be separated, and then kind of twirl it at the ends to kind of help it keep that formation. Now, once I had separated all the braids, it was still looking a little ragtag, and I was about to get upset, but then I forgot that I did not pick out my roots. And this is exactly what I mean when I say pulling the twist apart where the hair wants to be, because as soon as I pulled that strand, it got immediately frizzy and I was highly upset. So now I have like this one little frizz ball on the side of my head. And now for the most satisfying part, picking those roots, I'm using my pick comb and I'm fluffing out those roots to kind of hide those parts where we had everything separated, and to also bring in that fullness. Like, you can't put my earrings in. Like, when you know a style eats before you even beat your face, and when you do beat your face, I mean, you know what it is? It's because it's natural hair. Natural hair just looks good. It don't matter what. It looks so good. Oh my God, I was scared at first. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was scared. Braid outs, twist outs, wash and goes, all of them. They are stressful hairstyles. But these little spirals at the end are so cute. You know, I feel like I should have, you know, like rolled them up a little bit higher. Did more of a spiral on the bottom. I think I should do like half braid, half spiral. I don't know. You know, just to get more of that, you know, the little loopsy look to it, right? You follow me. The body, yada, yada, yada. You can't tell me this ain't a look. We served on this one. We did what was needed. We came and did what was needed to be done. I have not convinced you to do one. Like, why are you here? If I haven't convinced you, you need to try a braiding curl. Why? But anyways, y'all, this is the final results. I know y'all loving it. Let me do a little cute montage. Hold on. Alright, y'all, I see y'all on another one. Thank you guys, because y'all are awesome. I greatly appreciate all the love, all the comments, all the shares that you guys do here on our channel. But we will see y'all on the next one. Be blessed and be safe.